This past week, the Nio stock just went down by over 2%, bringing or adding another panic to the Nio investors, as some people were expecting, like I said in my previous videos, this stock to be trading towards their all-time high. But to see this stock trading around $35 it brings more panic to those that expected this stock to recover much quicker. But I must say that, guys, this is a stock, irregardless of the share price or irregardless of the trading price, this is a stock with some very good strong fundamentals. And I personally believe that when you invest, or when you are investing in the stock market, you should focus into the strong fundamentals of a stock rather than focusing on the share price, because sometimes share price, if not most of the time, they can be able to deceive you and make you do some bad decisions, which is what exactly we are seeing with the Nio stock. Nio is a stock which has surrounded itself with some good strong fundamentals, and it continues to increase or pile the strong fundamentals every week. I mean, every week I do a video about this Nio stock, giving you the latest developments or the latest news regarding this Nio stock, which is something that has to show you of how good this stock is, because each and every week we get a new fundamental or a new strong fundamental adding to the existing strong fundamentals that the Nio stock has, which is something that has to show you that there's nothing wrong with Nio. There's nothing wrong with this company, but it's just that the market is kind of like reacting badly towards these EV stocks, which is something that I believe is a short-term thing, and we will see these stocks recovering in the EV sector. Otherwise, with all that, guys, allow me to welcome you in today's video. And on today's video, guys, we'll be looking at the latest developments regarding this Nio stock. I mean, this week, guys, we read so many things, or the Nio gave us so many latest developments that again, I will say it continue increasing or adding to the strong fundamentals that this Nio stock has. So please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely think that these more latest developments that Nio just gave us this week are definitely going to encourage you to stay long into this Nio stock, and just close your eyes and not focus on the share price of Nio, but focus on where this stock could be in terms of the strong fundamentals that surrounds this company. Otherwise, just a disclaimer, please note that I'm not a professional financial advisor. All that I'll be discussing here with you are just my opinions. And if you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to go and consult the professionals. Otherwise, if you like the content or the latest developments about this Nio stock that I'll be giving you on today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button and comment, and even subscribe. And that, if of course you've not subscribed to the channel already, so that you don't miss the latest developments like this about the Nio stock and the other stocks that we follow on this channel. Otherwise, one of the latest developments we just read this week is that Nio indicated that they will be opening their Norway Nio house by the 30th of September 2021, which is this coming Thursday. Now, you remember that this Nio house in Norway was supposed to be open on the 23rd of this month, September, but they delayed it a bit, or it was delayed, and it is now expected to be launched in the 30th of September, which is this coming Thursday. Now, this Oslo Nio house, we read that it will open for business starting from the 1st of October 2021, meaning that from the 1st of October, the Norway residents or the people around Norway can go and start buying the Nio ES8 model. As you know that this is the first model which Nio will be selling in Norway for the rest of this year. Now, I know to some this might be a bit disappointing, but to me it does not matter that much, because from the 23rd to just the 30th, it's just a few days. I mean, this is something that I believe that it should be able to bring some good interest when we look to this Nio stock. And whilst we talk of Norway, something that brought a lot of excitement to the investors is when we read the good news that I believe should give you goosebumps every time you read about Nio and Norway, because those news were indicating that Norway could sell their last gas cars as early as April of 2022, which is something that is incredible. With Nio being part of the companies that sell electric vehicles in Norway, it's something that I believe will also boost into Nio generating some good sales from Norway, because Nio one thing that I have always say about Nio that makes them to stand out from the other EV cars is that Nio offers bus battery as a service, which is something that I believe is going to make them to stand out from the other EV companies, because you remember that bus offers convenience to the Nio clients as they can go do a battery swap in less than 4.5 minutes, bringing or making it possible for them to spend the same time, if not less, than the time that they would go or that they would usually go to fill their cars with gas at a gas station. Otherwise, another latest developments we read about the Nio stock, which brought a lot of excitement to the investors as well, is when we read that Nio is to buy back more of their Nio China equity from their strategic investors, which is something that is incredible. After this latest move, Nio stake will rise to over 92.1%, which is something that is incredible and ought to motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock, because you remember that these strategic investors came in, are the ones that rescued Nio last year around March, April, when they were having some financial problems, and they are where they are, I think, because of these strategic investors, which is something that is incredible. And to see that Nio is buying back those stakes that had been bought in by these strategic partners, it's something that brings joy or brings much happiness to the new investors, as Nio will now be holding 92.1% of that Nio China equity, which is something that is truly amazing and has to motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock. Otherwise, this latest transaction, which will now result in Nio to have a total stake of around 92.1%, will entail Nio purchasing or repurchasing 1.42% from, like I said, one of the strategic partners that had invested onto this Nio stock back in April of 2020. Otherwise, another latest developments that brought a lot of excitement to the new investors, it was when we read that Nio came or the Nio ET7 came as number 2 under the category of the most aerodynamic production cars in the world, which is something that is incredible. As you know that number 1 in this category is Mercedes-Benz. It's one of the models that it's owned by Mercedes-Benz. And to know that Nio came as number 2, or the Nio ET7 came as number 2, is something that is incredible and has to show you the kind of a good design that ET7 model is. This came after they had received a drag coefficient of around 0.208, same as the Tesla Model S Plaid, which is something that is incredible and has to show you of a kind of a good car or of a kind of a good vehicle this ET7 model is. Otherwise, another latest developments we just read is that Nio just launched on the 23rd of this month the 75 kilowatt ternary hybrid battery, which is something that is incredible, because you will know that Nio also has a 70 kilowatts battery, which was one of the cheapest batteries they had for their cars. And to see that now these 75 kilowatts, or they just launched a 75 kilowatt battery, something that brings a greater joy, because with this new 75 kilowatt battery, Nio indicated that they will be able, or it can be able to make you to drive more or give you more mileage in cold weathers, which is something that is incredible. And the good thing yet again about this battery is that they indicated that price wise it won't be, or it will be the same price as the 70 kilowatts battery, which is something that is incredible. Now here's the thing, those who have the 70 kilowatts in their battery and have subscribed to the bus service or the battery as a service subscription will just go to the swap stations and get this new 75 kilowatts battery at no cost, as long as they have subscribed to the battery as a service. And then this will automatically make them to just swap those 70 kilowatts battery by just this new 75 kilowatts battery, which is something that is incredible. And it's something that also shows you of how convenient this bus is to the to Nio or to the Nio clients, because if it was other companies, they would have to recall all their models to get them to, or to fit them this new 75 kilowatts battery. But with Nio, those that have subscribed to bus they will just go do their normal battery swap stations and get this new 75 kilowatts battery installed to their cars at no cost, which is something that is incredible and has to show you, because you remember that it's one thing that I've been stressing out when it comes to how convenient these battery swap stations are to the Nio users. As if the batteries are having a problem, or if they are upgrading batteries like what we are seeing here, the clients or the Nio users can just go to battery swap stations and get their batteries changed just like that. There's no need for you to recall the model, or there's no need for Nio to recall their models to install those these new 75 kilowatts batteries. But those already that have subscribed to their battery substations program, they can just go to their battery substations, or they will be able to go to their battery substations this coming November and do a battery swap, and guess what, they get a new 75 kilowatt this ternary battery installed in their car, which is something that is truly amazing and has to make you like these battery substations that Nio is deploying around. Otherwise, another latest developments that we just read about the Nio stock is that JP Morgan just increased 77% of their holdings onto this Nio stock, which is something that is incredible and has to show you that every time, I mean, when we do videos on this channel, I keep on telling you that this is a good stock which is said to do very well, and it is not us that is buying this stock, but even the big financial institutions can see the potential of this stock, which is why they are adding lots and lots of positions into this stock, because they can see where it will be in the future, which is something that has to motivate you also to pile more into this Nio stock. Otherwise, JP Morgan's, before this 77% increase in their Nio holdings, they owned like 240,000 Nio shares, and they now own, after this 77% increase in holdings, they now own 425,000 of Nio shares, which is something that is incredible, and like I said, it ought to motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock. Now, though this Norway Nio house launch was delayed to the 30th of September, I definitely believe that you should not panic, because like I said, the good news that we read about Norway is that they expect to sell their last gas cars as early as next year around April, which is something that is incredible and which will offer more chance into Nio. And you'll remember that Nio, early next year, they will also start selling their ET7 model in Norway, which is something that is incredible, because this is one of the models in Nio that I believe will also do very well. Though it's a bit pricey, but I know it will do very well, because it's just a car with some good technologies features, which is something that is incredible. And some people, like I said, I now understand when they say it's ahead of its time, because the features or the technologies features that are in that car, they are out of this world, which is why I believe it will do very well. And otherwise, Nio has already indicated that that model, in terms of pre-orders, it has surpassed their previous models, which is something that has to show you that it will do very well in terms of sales. Otherwise, guys, like I said, though the share price or the stock price of Nio is still trading this low, I don't think you ought to panic. But what you need to do is to focus on the strong fundamentals that surrounds this Nio stock. Focus on where Nio could be in the next coming 3 years. Focus on where Nio could be in the next coming 10 years. Don't look, or when you invest into this stock, don't look at it short term, because you will panic and you will end up selling this good quality stock. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell, so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.